This is another 6-player fixed card play friends game which is being played on classic Risk map. The blue player is a beginner, the white player is an intermediate, the purple player is a master, and the black and green players are grandmasters. I've got so lucky to get spawned with Australia, so now I need to brag about it by continuously sending the Australian turtle emojis up until my turn comes and I could finally get it. No Australia, no win. By capturing Australia in turn 1 I should win this game easily, right? I'm not so totally sure about that, but it should definitely give me an advantage over others. At the very least I shouldn't be the player who gets eliminated first. Not sure how my strategy looks in the upcoming few turns, so I think for now I will just hoard my troops in one big army until I see a clear plan on what should I do. Nobody besides me has captured a continent yet, so I couldn't really properly team up on someone even if I wanted, so maybe if I could get a bunch of allies at once who would be following my orders. But I doubt anyone would be willing to attack someone else with them not having any continent yet, as it could potentially be really self-destructive for them depending on how much they would be willing to attack or how many troops they would waste. Anyway, as you can see, the green player has botted out before making his first turn. He left because he went playing 1v1 games with another player, so unfortunately we have one computer player in the game. What we know is that the green player isn't coming back to the match, so we don't have to worry about his bot becoming way too strong. And looking from the bright side for me as the Australian player, it should be good that the green player is a bot, because he should be an issue for some other players which could either prevent them from capturing continents or invade into already captured continents if they are not really guarded, while with me being the Australian player the bot will worry me the least. In fact, the bot should even help me out to get a better position. I really like that the purple player invaded the blue player into Europe, because with it I'm still staying as the only one player who has a continent, and with the purple player invading blue by himself, I do not need to do the dirty work by myself. Also, I'm very happy that the green bot has added some troops in South America, as that should prevent white player from capturing it for a few more turns, and especially if the bot brings even more troops here. I'm not going to move my 4 troops out from the territory of Central America, so the bot couldn't move his South American troops out to North America. And then I also really like that the bot has some troops in Africa, and then I'm not even talking about North America. I wanted to start making some players to be potentially eliminated, so what I saw is that the black player, besides his troops near Africa and besides that 2 troops territory in South America which should be still crushed either by the white player or the green bot, only had a 3 troops solitary territory in North America, so I crushed it so the black player could be potentially eliminated only having a single army in one place. Though with him being the first player he should trade in a set, and that plan might not work out, and that's a bit pity, as I would have really even wanted to take the black player out by myself for all of his cards. Now I cannot really do so, as it could be a bit risky, and with me only being able to trade in one set, my continent and strong position could be put in danger. So I will rather keep a black player alive rather than risk all of that. Now the black player told me to attack purple, while the purple player told me to attack blue and white, and to make both of them happy I decided to capture a bunch of these Asian territories of the mansion players. The purple player probably liked that I captured these territories of white and blue, so he probably wouldn't have minded much with me capturing 2 territories of him also. And I captured those 2 territories of purple, so the black player would be satisfied with me also. Of course I'm not sure on that, but if he invades the purple player into Europe, then we can say that my plan has worked out. I captured these useless purple's Asian territories which probably the purple player didn't really mind me of taking them, while the black player will invade purple into Europe, which should make him be mad on black, probably retaliating back into unguarded Africa as well. But maybe not necessarily, because with the black player trading in a set at 4 cards, I expect that he might manual roll the purple player's army for a bit, and then I will just completely wipe the purple player out so he won't even have an opportunity to retaliate against black. and then with black I could continue teaming up on our other opponents, so if the black player manual rolls purple, then he shouldn't overdo it because he could make himself to be eliminated as well. But alright, the black player doesn't even have a set. And that's interesting. Really interesting. As now I might be even able to take the purple and black players both at once. Though not necessarily, so it would be good that the white player would help me out. It would be good if he added more troops on his North American army and used it to manual roll the purple player's army, and with that he might even make himself as a target for me to take out as well. So that's a bit unfortunate that he added his troops in Asia to attack these territories which I will have to capture as well. So let's potentially encourage him to waste his North American army as well by sending thumbs up. And alright, I cannot believe that actually works, players listening to my commands to attack each other and ending up setting themselves as easy targets. So I'm just not sure how many players I will be able to take out, but if I'm lucky enough, I might even take out all 3 of them for a bunch of cards. I think it makes me the most sense to start from the black player, especially with him having 5 cards, and then I think I should be able to get the purple player, and then we will see how it is about white. But actually not, I ended up not having enough troops for the purple player, but I could still potentially take the white player out assuming I successfully wipe him out from North America. And that's awesome. So now I just need not to fail the blitz roll on his main army. And here we go fellas. That's how you dominate the game. But maybe not necessarily, because the purple player is trading an A set and he could still potentially ruin my advantage. So let's try tricking him into attacking another player as well. I told him to attack the blue player and hopefully he follows. And if so, then I will just have a total advantage. He should really not listen to me and instead of that attack me as much as possible. I think it should be very obvious, and this is why I decided to guard Australia, so if the purple player attacks me now, then I would still potentially have Australia and still a potential advantage to win the whole game. Or at the very least then I would just still simply hold a continent. The good news is that the purple player doesn't have a set, so actually I might even take him out myself. Let's actually see that kind of a blitz roll I'm going to get. And alright, unfortunately I didn't really get a very decent blitz roll, so those 9 Asian troops are not even enough to wipe his territories out of Europe. So I think I will just prepare myself of taking the blue player out. Or I think maybe it would have been wise for me to try taking out the blue player instead of purple. I think I will have very likely completely taken him out. But with the purple player having 5 cards while with blue only 2, I decided to take a shot at the purple player instead, which was probably a big mistake. But let's see how it goes still. While the purple player will trade in a set and attack me, I think I should still potentially be able to take the blue player out depending on how many troops I'm going to get. The good news is that the purple player only got a 4 troop set, so actually I can just simply take him out instead of blue, and I do not really need to risk at all of whether taking not a small risk of trying to take the blue player out or just waiting for one more turn and expecting that blue doesn't trade in a set at 3 cards, or that neither purple. So that's a GG for the purple player for sure. Now unfortunately I cannot take the blue player out, so I just decided to manual roll him, wasting all of my troops. Luckily for the blue player he does have a 10 troop set at 3 cards, but with me having a 10 troop set as well, I think I will fully take him out for sure after his not very successful blitz roll crushing my army of 5 troops, and then I think I should have no problems dealing with the green computer player as well. And yeah, I think that's a GG. The computer part is the most boring, so let's just fast forward it.